Do you want a solid defense that neutralizes attacks and sets you up for a strong mirror game? Then this video series is for you. We are diving into the Caro-Kann Defense, a time-tested strategy used by top players to counter aggressive opponents. By mastering this opening, you will build a rock-solid foundation and transition into a favorable position. Whether you are a beginner seeking reliability or an experienced player expanding your repertoire, the Caro-Kann is a powerful weapon to help you in more games and take control of the board. So what is Caro-Kann defense? The Caro-Kann defense is a chase opening where black replies to white's 1 e4 with 1 c6, aiming to establish a solid position by controlling the center with a pawn structure that often involves pushing the d pawn to d5. This approach is similar to the French defense but offers more flexibility for developing the right square bishop, making it a very reliable and strategic choice. Some key points about the Caro-Kann defense are early move order, solidity, flexibility, center control, which means it is known for its positional play and it doesn't obstruct the bishop's development unlike French defense. In this video, I will give you a general knowledge about all variations in Caro-Kann defense and we will discuss each separately in next videos, and at the last video I will provide you with an opening repertoire of Caro-Kann defense as black. So subscribe not to miss those videos and let's get started with the main line. Main line e4, c6, d4, d5. This is the main line of Caro-Kann defense. Now white can choose how he wants to continue. Let's discuss all of them. Exchange variation e takes d5, c takes d5, and now white has three good moves: bishop d3, knight f3, and c4. Knight f3 develops knight before bishops and plan to castle quick. Bishop d3 prevents black from playing bishop f5, and Bob Fischer has tried this move in his game. c4, also known as pan-Botvinnik attack, named in honor of Vasily Panov and old champion Mikhail Botvinnik. This system frequently results in characteristic IQP formations, allowing white to achieve swift development, control over the e5 square, and opportunities for kingside attacks. Advanced variation. White plays e5 on the fourth move. Here I give you two options: bishop f5 and c5. Bishop f5 is the best move, but for players rated below 2000 elo, I suggest to play c5. Detailed explanation will be on the separate video of advanced variation. Classical variation e4, c6, d4, d5, knight c3, d takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop f5. Some of you might prefer knight f6 instead of bishop f5, and that is also a okay move, but bishop f5 is a better move to play. Two knights variation. Bobby Fischer in his youth used to play the two knights variation: e4, c6, knight c3, d5, knight f3. Here both moves g takes e4 and bishop g4 are good, and I will suggest bishop g4 is a better move to play. Hilberi attack e4, c6, bishop c4, d5, bishop b3. This line is often played by inexperienced white players not familiar with the Caro-Kann defense. Fantasy variation, also known as Tartacore or Marcochi variation: e4, c6, d4, d5, and f3. Intermediate players often struggle playing as black here. Aryan Gambit e4, c6, d4, d5, knight c3, d takes e4, knight takes e4, knight f6, knight g5, s6, knight takes f7, king takes f7. This is the position white players want. There is one simplest way to refuse it. We will discuss it on summary section. The main variations to study in the Caro-Kann defense are exchange, advanced, and classical variation, while the other variations just need a detailed opening knowledge and ideas. Here is a more detailed breakdown. Number 1. Solid structure and pawn play. c6 and e6. These pawns form a strong defensive backbone, creating a fortress that can withstand white's aggressive ambitions. c5 break. The c5 pawn break is a crucial part of the Caro-Kann strategy. It challenges white's central stronghold, provoking tension and potential tactical opportunities. Timing is key. Don't rush the c5 break. Wait for the right moment to destabilize white's setup and open doors for a counterattack. Number 2. Active development. Light square bishop. Develop your light square bishop often to f5 early, aiming to put pressure on white's pawn structure and control the center. Knight development. Develop your knight to good squares such as d7 and f6 to control the center and prepare for future plans. Castling. Castle to safety, typically kingside, and then bring your rooks to active squares. Number 3. Key ideas and plans. Undermining white's pawn chain. The Caro-Kann aims to undermine white's pawn chain by playing e6 and c5, creating a strong pawn structure for black. Counter-attacking. The Caro-Kann is not just about defense, it's also about finding counter-attacking opportunities, especially in the center. Exploiting weaknesses. Look for weaknesses in white's pawn structure and piece placement and exploit them with tactical combinations or strategic maneuvering. Trade bishops. In some variations, trading bishops can be beneficial for black as it can lead to a more solid pawn structure and a better endgame for black. Queen activity. Keep your queen active and involved in the game, especially after castling to put pressure on white's position.